Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Testing, testing, testing. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. All right. We in business. What's up? What's up? What's up? Good afternoon. Good evening. Good morning. Depending on what part of the world you're in. Hello. Hello. And welcome. Let me get situated before I come live. Let me get situated real quick. Get my seat straight. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. It's a blessing again. It's a blessing. But yeah, what's going on? What's going on? Good evening. Good depending on when you're watching the live. First off, I always start my live off by saying, I want to thank God for another day of life. Thank God for another day of strength. Thank God for health. Thank God for being able to come on here and say, we thank you, Lord. Regardless of what you've been through, where you're at in your life, you still woke up and you still have opportunity to say, you know what, God, I'm here. And I thank you for being here. So, Testimony Tuesdays. Today is Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, and I figure instead of me, I haven't done one in a while. It's been like 2 weeks. I haven't done Testimony Tuesday, but I figured, since yesterday was talking about my somebody was in the comments talking about asking about parenthood, and so I figured instead of me, hey, welcome to the live, instead of me like doing the usual stuff, I figured I come on and give mothers some flowers, and particular my grandmothers, my mother, get them some flowers. My aunts, get them some flowers. The ones that are mothers, and this spread some love on all the mothers today. Because the one thing, regardless of where you at, the one thing, and I was sharing this today. The one thing you can always count on is mom. Being able to, regardless of how bad you mess up, because sometimes we as people, as individuals, you know, everybody's human. We mess up. Hey. Thank you. I'm kind. Thank you very much. But we mess up. We mess up. We fail. You know, we fail. We try certain things and we fail. And but throughout our failures and throughout the things we go through, you can always rely on your parents mainly. You can because fathers are hard. Parents. Dads. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. But fathers are hard, and I'm a father, so fathers are hard, and they're hard for a reason. But regardless, when you're going through certain things, you can rely on mom to say, you know what, baby, don't worry about it. It's gonna be okay. Baby, it's gonna be all right. And when I think about parents, I think about bro. It's man, 4th of July is over with. We talking about moms now. That's what I get with y'all. Like why? I'm trying to figure out why when we have a certain topic, and I come in with a certain topic, why can't y'all stick to the topic at hand and ask questions about the topic instead of going all off around all overboard about something else ain't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I'm talking about moms, and hopefully you here, so I know you got a mom. So share something about your mom. Give your mom some flowers while you're on here. Give me a testimony of something good that your mom did for you. Everybody, if you want to, give me a testimony or share something good about something your mom did for you that you appreciate your mom. And if you want to say a name, and I'll say a name in the comments. But give your mama some love. Let's praise our mothers. Give our mothers some love today, because mothers and women are the threshold to what keeps us together, keeps the country together, everything. So we're gonna get some. We're gonna share. Yeah, but anyway, but yeah, we wanna. Well, I want to. I ain't gonna say we because I don't see no comments in the comment section. I'm gonna say I want to. I want to come on here and get um give the moms. Well, give my mom. I ain't gonna say give the mom. I'm saying well, my moms, like I said, my aunties, my my mother of my kids. I'm saying the mother of my kids. Um, uh, honey, everybody, everybody, my mom, my aunts, my cousins that are mothers, everybody. Get them their flowers. Mother's Day passed, but I just want to come on and get the mothers some flowers too. Get the mothers some flowers too, cause sometimes we've lost our moms, and when you lose your mom, I haven't lost my. Thank God I still have mine, but when you lose your mom, you tend to have regret. You tend to have things you wish you had said, but don't be a shoulda coulda woulda person. Don't be a shoulda coulda woulda person. Be a person that if say what you're gonna say now, and tell them you love and appreciate them now, and don't wait. Regardless, I don't care. I don't care. In certain situations, like you feel like everybody feel like that their mother or their parent could have did something different, something better. Something they did growing up they could have did different. But we all feel like that. I know I have. But that don't change the fact that she sacrificed. That she stood in the paint when she didn't have to. Because some parents feel like, oh, well, I asked to be here. You asked to be here, but at the same time, certain parents don't stay. Some parents leave. Certain parents put the burden on someone else. So you have to think about that stuff and know that if somebody stayed and was there for you, then they did it for a reason. They did it. Maybe they did it. They did it for a reason. Like in Mommy Dearest, you say, "Why did you?" If you haven't seen Mommy Dearest, check out Mommy Dearest. No more wire hangers, ever. No more wire hangers, ever. But anyway, if you haven't seen Mommy Dearest, check out Mommy Dearest. Mommy Dearest is a great movie. Mommy Dearest is great. I love Mommy Dearest. But in the movie Mommy Dearest, she asks, she said, "Why did you adopt me?" She said, "Why did you adopt me?" And she said she probably did it for some publicity, or she probably did it for other reasons. But she said, "Why did you adopt me?" So anyhow, I figured I come on and you know, shed some light and my testimony. My testimony to is to for thank God for mom. Thank God for all the moms, the grandmothers, the great grandmothers, the great grandmothers. Thank God for them all. I see Nicole was crying or throwing up. But yeah, man. Hey, whatever. How you doing? This and that. Not too many good comments, but but like I said, hold on a second. Like I said, you know, we all like I said, and Jumanti, a toast to all the mothers, toast to all the mothers, and happy Tuesday to you all on Testimony Tuesdays. And like I said, regardless of where you at in your life, regardless of where you're going, or where you think you're going, what people may say, because people may prejudge and they may not. But I just had to come on and because I was thinking about that, and it's a blessing, and, and the spirit of giving, the spirit of giving, I would say this too. Like I remember well, Mom shared the story all the time, and I'm sharing with you all. My mom shared the story all the time, right? We were in Hawaii. My father was stationed in Hawaii. My father was in the military, and we were stationed in Hawaii, right? And so my mom would go shopping. She would go shopping, and she tells the story better than I do, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. That mosquitoes are out here, that's why I'm fanning. But we would she would go shopping, right? And she would buy stuff for me to eat and stuff like that. And I I I like to share. I would share with like not my friends, but the kids that I knew in the neighborhood, in the area, not neighborhood, but in the area that we were in, that we were stationed in. So I would share with other kids. And so one particular time, I guess she got fed up with me sharing, because things were expensive. Excuse me, things were expensive, and so she gave all the fruits away. Like we had some plums. I used to love plums back then. I don't really like plums now. Maybe that's why. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe that's why. But I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But anyway, anyway, uh, we had some plums, and she bought the plums, and so she was I was giving she was giving plums away to the kids. And so she gave all the plums away. And so I asked her, like, where's mine? And I started crying, where's mine? Where's mine? She said, I did teach you a lesson. And so, I thought about that, as the years go by, the story gets better. When the years go by, the story gets better and better and better and better and better, right? So every time somebody tells a story, it tends to get better as the years go by. So, but I still think about it. I'm like, oh, but I still feel the same way I felt then. You can never lose. You can never lose when you do something from your heart. When you give from your heart, I feel like you always get it back tenfold. So that's one lesson that I can take, that my mama shared with me. And you know, like the give. She always said give, but at some point you gotta know when to open your fist, and you gotta know when to close it. But sometimes we just open, keep it open, and if you keep it open, things may go out, but at the same time things are gonna come in as well. So don't ever feel like you gotta keep your fist cuffed, or keep it tight, and don't let nothing in, because at the same time, if you keep it cuffed, can't nothing go out, can't nothing come in either. So, and I strongly believe that your blessings come. Your blessings come when you give. The more you give, the more you sow. Like the more you plant. Like if you look back here in our backyard, it's like a little garden. No, it's not a garden, but it could be a garden. And so I'll say the more seeds, the more good seeds you sow, the more good seeds are gonna come back. So that's the way I see it. That's the way I view it. And you can view it the same way. You can view it different. It's up to you. It's all up to you. So anyway, I figured I'd come on and give the mother some flowers, and some may want to give mothers some flowers. It's Tuesday, Testimony Tuesdays, and we know God is good, and we know that every mother is put in their child's life for a reason. Whatever that reason may be. God doesn't make no mistakes, and you shouldn't feel like regardless of where you at, you should feel like you're a mistake. You should feel like you're born into the wrong family, because you're born into that family for a reason. You're born into that family for a reason, and God doesn't make any mistakes. So if God doesn't make any mistakes, and you're born into the family you're born in, then you should cherish and appreciate the woman that born you. You should cherish. I'm gonna say that one more time. People in the back, people in the cheap seats. You should cherish and appreciate the woman that born you, because God doesn't make any mistakes. God doesn't make any mistakes. The families you born into that family for a reason. It's up to you. It's up to you to decide whether you're gonna be better, you're gonna be hurt, you're gonna be sick, you're gonna be sad, you're gonna be depressed, you're gonna be whatever you're gonna be because of the family you're in. Because everybody, because you're born in a rich family, I mean, you have a rich life. You can be born to a rich family and have a depressed life. You can be born into a poor family and have a gorgeous life. It all depends on how you see it and how you live your life and how you move and how you take. Because you take things. People take things and they let them. It's like a burden. It weighs on them. Let that load go. Let that load go. You can share your mat. You can share your mat, but don't. If you want to get some weight to somebody, give it to the Lord. Say, Lord, this load's getting too heavy for me. Lord, Father, this Lord, hey, sorry, what happened? Sorry. What you sorry for? Don't be sorry. What you sorry for? You sorry? Why you sorry? You think my mom's still here. My mom's still here, man. I'm giving my mom flowers while she alive. Not while my mom's still alive. I just left my mom's house. My mom's still alive. My mom's doing well. So don't be sorry if you're saying you're sorry because you think my mom is dead. My mom is not deceased. That's not why the picture's there. My picture's there so I give her flowers while she's alive. And we all should do that. Give your mom, your parents, their flowers while they're living. Not when they're gone. That's what I'm doing. I'm giving my mama flowers while she's still living. So she can smell them and hear them and see them and say, well, my son thought enough about me to do a video about me. Even if she don't like the video. You say, well, my son thought enough about me to do a video about me. That's what I'm doing. My mom's still alive. Yeah. That's right. That's why I say, if you have a burden that you want to get rid of, give it to God. Because you can't do it by yourself. Because we strong, and some of us are strong. Some of us are stronger than others. But when you start walking to a certain point, you're gonna get tired. That weight's gonna get too heavy for you to carry. So you got to give it to God. You got to give your weight to your burdens and everything to God. And so even if you don't believe, and if you don't believe in God, I'm gonna say this too. Because if you don't believe in God, talk to God, ask Him to reveal Himself to you, and mean it earnestly. Ask God to reveal Himself to you and do it earnestly. And I guarantee you, He'll reveal Himself to you. I guarantee it might not be in the time frame you want it to be in, but if you truly want a relationship with God, and if you don't believe, ask God to reveal Himself to you earnestly, with a sincere heart. And I guarantee you He'll do it. I guarantee you without fail. And then you'll be like, because once you know, you know. And once you know, can't nobody tell you nothing different. Because the thing about being born into a certain family, when you have a spiritual father, you know who your spiritual father is? When you have a spiritual father, and you know who your spiritual father is, the sky's the limit for you. The sky is the limit for you. You just have to decide what you want. I live in Sunnyside, Florida. That's where I'm at. Who was asking that question? Tiffany, I'm in Sunnyside, Florida. Not too far from the ocean, from the beach. That's where I'm at. So New York. New York is. I've been in New York a couple times. It's all right. A lot of New Yorkers are moving here because, they love the weather in New York is not that very good. Not very good. Not that very good. I mean, that's messed that up, but not very good. But New York is New York. But I wouldn't move there. And I'm a Cowboys fan at that too. I'm a Cowboys fan too. So the Giants and the Cowboys. It's kind of like a little thing. But at the same time, Like I said, combination. But anyway, thanks for booking your call. Okay, yeah. So yeah, so yeah. Anyhow, so New York. Where's everybody else from? New York. We got New York. We got. I think somebody said it was earlier when I first came on. Somebody said it was from Texas. But Texas, New York, Texas, New York, Texas, New York. I've been in Texas. I've been in New York. Where else we got? We got people from overseas, from out of the United States. Anybody from across the water? Maybe, maybe not. And we got some people from. I know. Last time I was on here, I had somebody from India. Like somebody from India. I was like, wow, India. I had somebody from Australia on here one time. So the internet is a powerful thing. But I like to people to interact. If you don't want to interact, that's cool too. You want to just come on and look and watch, and don't comment, that's fine too. But we all have mothers. So if you want to share, if you want to give a testimony to your mom, how your mama has been good to you, even if she's been bad, that's a good thing too. Sometimes, even if you didn't have a great time with your mom, that's still a testimony to you because that hurt not hurt wherever you at in your life is where you at in your life. It could be good, it could be bad, but once you get a certain age, I'm gonna say this too. Once you get a certain age, your life depends on you. You can't blame nobody else for your life. Once you get a certain age, your life is on you. It's not the fact that whatever somebody else didn't do, who was there, who wasn't there. Your life is on you. The decision you make is on you. The direction your life goes is on you. So if you're not happy with what you're doing, if you're not happy with where you're at, change it. Move in a certain direction to change certain things, and don't blame nobody else for where you at. Because it's not nobody else's fault from where you at once you get a certain age. If you sleep, to a certain time and don't want to get up and don't want to do nothing for yourself, you don't want to work. Like people make excuses about certain things, and I sleep all day. People make excuses for certain things and don't have a job, don't want to work, don't study, don't have no books that they're reading. Like you ask them what they're reading. A guy was telling me the other day about some stuff, and I said, well, what kind of? He said you want to be an entrepreneur, and so I asked him. I said, what kind of books are you reading on entrepreneurship? He said, well, I ain't got no entrepreneurship. I ain't got no books that read about entrepreneurship. He said he don't have no books about entrepreneurship to read, but he wants to be an entrepreneur. So it's like, it's like, well, want to blame people for where you at. I, I can't rock with that. I'm sorry, folks. I know, some of us want to have a pity party. Some of us want to have a pity party. Some of us want to blame people for where we at in our lives. And, trust me, trust me, trust me. I hear that often. And not only I hear that often, but, I think about that too. I was like, well, can I blame somebody for where I'm at? At this point in my life, no, I can't. We had a conversation not too long ago with someone. I'm not gonna say who it was, but I ain't gonna like say that. But that's just not true. That's not true. So, but anyway, 25 minutes. I've been on 25 minutes. I pretty much want to come on here. I came on here for a reason. I came on here to say that for one, people thought that they said it was sorry because my mom not deceased. I wanted to give my mom some flowers while she's here, while she can smell them, and say that we thank God that she's still here, and we thank God for her, because without mothers, I don't know if you want to shout out your mom and give your mom some flowers while we're on here live, but mother is passed. But regardless of what, without the women of this country, the women of the world, I said the world, I can say the country, the women of the world, where would we be? What would we be? So everybody can't be Everybody can't be Michelle Obama or Barack Obama, but at the same time, and we don't know the dynamic of their family either. All we know is you know, what they put on paper, how they acting when the lights are on. But at the same time, what I said is we thank God for the mothers, and we thank God for your mom. You can thank her on her, you're not, but like we always do on Tuesday, and this is my testimony Tuesday. My testimony Tuesday is I'm thanking God for my mom. I thank God for regardless of what. Thank God that I have unconditional love for my mom. Thank God when I fallen, she was there to pick me up, and she was there to not only tell me I was wrong, but that it helped me get on my feet. And so without her, I don't know where I would be. I definitely wouldn't have no CDL license without my mom. Definitely have life without my mom. Definitely have the even though I didn't want to go to college like she wanted me to, I still managed to do some things right. And regardless of what, may not be certain things, but I might be a lot of things, but I try to pride myself, and I try to do the best I can to be a good son. Regardless of what I do in my life, regardless of how I've fallen, what what I try to do most in my life, what I strive to be, is to be a good son, and I hope I've done that. And if I have, I know sometimes I've made it fall short in some cases, but try to be a good son because I know the sacrifice my mom made for me and my dad too. But mom, mom, you know, and sometimes your parents can your parents can you like say oh son daughter do this do that and you be like damn, but at the same time you be like well hey, did they complain? Did they complain when certain things happen in your life, or did they show up and do it anyway? Did they complain? Did they complain and say, "Well, no, I can't do this"? Oh boy, brother, I can't do it because this and that, whatever. I don't feel like doing it right now. No, they showed up anyway. Your parents showed up anyway. So thank God for the moms. Thank God for the babe. Thank God for my cousins, my aunts, especially my aunts, Dorothy Pulliam, Mother Pulliam, uh, VL Green, Pebbles, my cousins. Thank God for all my cousins, my aunts, everybody. My other aunt ain't got no kids. But thank God for Benedict College for um, woman Benedict. Thank God for her, Benedict College, and my aunts, uh, Linda, Auntie Robin. Thank God for everybody. Thank God for all the mothers. Thank God for the ones that chastised me when I needed chastising. Thank God for the ones that would me or didn't would me or threatened to would me when I got out of line. And without the mothers, I birthed McCray. Thank God for all the mothers and the aunties. So with that being said, y'all be safe, y'all be blessed. Like I always say, tell somebody you love them because you never know when you're gonna go. You never know when they're gonna go. Also, kiss the ones you love. You never know kiss them again. Also, a kind work just goes a long way. Take some kind, do some kind for somebody. You'd be surprised how a kind work just change somebody's life. I'm testimony to that. Because the cow, I see a duck over there. Duck done flew off the top of the roof. I'm like, dang, I know they fly that high. But anyway, anyway, it might be in my next video. My next duck instead of iguana, it might be duck soup. And I'm laughing, but I'm dead serious. But you seen the iguana? If y'all ain't seen the iguana video, check out the iguana video. We had some iguana. Iguana's not. People say, oh, iguana this and iguana that. It all depends on where you live at, what part of where you live in. But iguana is okay. It's not bad. I have to find out how to cook it before I eat it again. But either way, it's still good. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like something that but it was okay. But also I cooked it the wrong way. I gotta learn how to cook it. So I gotta get with some people that actually know how to cook it, or watch some videos of how to cook it, and then I do it again, and I do it different this time because I don't think it's not like chicken. I don't think you should marinate it. You can't marinate iguana. Like you can't let it sit for a couple of days and then cook it. You gotta cook it like dice it up and season it how you gonna season it, and then fry it or whatever you're gonna do. Put it in the soup or whatever you're gonna do with it. But I didn't do that. I let it marinate for a couple of days, and it didn't come. I think that kind of like the meat was kind of like too. I don't know. But either way, it was still good, you know. And you taste the flavor. You taste the flavor from the marinade. What I did, you taste that too. So it was okay. But anyhow, I came here to thank God for not only my mother, but thank God for the mothers that I know. And if you haven't done it, thank God for yours too. So that being said, and don't wait, because it ain't doing no good when they dead and gone. Don't do it then. Don't cry then. It's too late to cry. It's too late to cry then. Do it now while they hear it. If they hear it and they can smell them, give them their flowers now where they can smell them and where they can appreciate them and tell them you love them now. So that being said, y'all safe and be blessed. I'll see you next video. I'm out. Peace out. Blessings.